Hello, my name is Meg Huang. I'm the Executive Director at the Center for Connected Health Policy. Welcome to CCHP's learning series, Telehealth 201, Licensure, where we'll be diving a little bit deeper into the licensure issue and how that works with telehealth. Our 201 series is to focus in on specific issues and give you a little bit more background information regarding them. Few disclaimers before we get started today. Any information provided in today's talk is not to be regarded as legal advice. It is strictly for informational purposes. CCHP always recommends that you consult with legal counsel if you are interested in a formal legal opinion. Also know that CCHP has no relevant financial interest, arrangement, or affiliation with any type of company if I happen to mention a company or show a picture of a product. So licensure is a big policy issue in regards to telehealth because for one reason, you can travel across state borders very easily via telehealth to provide services in another state. But you do run into licensure issues because for the most part, licensure is controlled by the states. They dictate whether you will need a license to practice in their states or to treat citizens within their borders. And typically all the states do require that you receive or obtain a license from that state if you are treating patients within their borders. There are some narrow exceptions that exist, such as if you are in a contiguous state or if you're providing services to patients within a certain amount of distance from a state border. During the public health emergency for COVID-19, what we saw happen in a couple of states is that they relaxed their licensure policies and maybe they allowed people who were licensed in other states and were in good standing with their license to provide services within their state borders without obtaining a license from that specific state. However, with the public health emergencies expiring in certain states or perhaps eventually on the national level there, the federal public health emergency, these licensure policies will be rolled back unless states actually take action to change them. Other states sometimes may have a special license or certificate specific for telehealth that they may issue. So this is kind of your landscape around licensure right now and telehealth and like how the states approach providing services or when services are provided to citizens from providers located outside of the state. Now, one of the big ways that states address the licensing issue is through compacts. And what compacts are really agreements among states on what to do about licensure. And there are several compacts that exist and they target specific health professions, such as like doctors or nurses or physical therapists. The states need to pass the exact same legislation to join a compact. So if they alter like some of the language within the legislation, it would like not qualify them to like be a member of the compact because they all need to pass the same language. And compacts usually have a minimum number of states that need to like have passed that legislation in order for the compact to be active. So like maybe, 10 states need to pass the compact in order for it to like really jumpstart and begin. And the different types of compacts that are out there differ in how they operate for like what exactly that they do with their certain compacts and their agreements. Now, CCHP follows 8 specific compacts that are out there. One of the big ones is the medical licensure compacts that impacts physicians. And this offers an expedited process for people in compact member states to get a license in another compact member state. So let's say I am in state A and I am licensed in state A, and I want to practice in state B, who is also a compact member state. I'm not automatically able to practice in state B, but I can go through a process that makes it quicker for me to obtain a license in state B in order to practice in state B. Now, the nurses licensure compact is a mutual recognition compact. So what that means is that if you are a state that's a member of this compact, you recognize the license of another compact member state. So using our state A and B example, if I'm a nurse who is licensed in state A and I want to practice in another compact member state like state B, I don't need to go through and get another license in state B. They recognize my license. There may be certain formalities that I have to do, like maybe I need to fill out a form or pass an exam, but I don't have to go through the full licensure process. And as you see with the other compacts, a lot of them are more of the mutual recognition type of compacts, but they may have like, an additional step there or additional type of process there in order to like, get that ability to like practice in that other state. You'll also see the occupational therapy compact and the counseling compact at this time, and this video is being recorded in October 2021, are not quite active yet because they do not have the required number of states in order to like activate that compact. But it's possibly a matter of time. They just need for a couple more states to like pass legislation in order to make it active. What have been the impacts of COVID-19? I mentioned earlier that there have been some temporary policy changes that at least relax some of these licensure laws in states. They are expiring though, but there have been some permanent changes made in at least 2 states. Florida and Arizona passed legislation and said that instead of having to get a full license in our states, we will allow people who are licensed in other states to register in Florida and Arizona, and they can like practice in our state without getting a Florida or Arizona license. Now, I'm not quite sure what the registration process is. That's not been made clear. I don't think it's been implemented yet in either state on like what that registration process is. So it could still be a bit onerous to do that. But I have heard that at least Arizona will be launching their registry later this year. I heard the date of November 2021. So we'll see like, you know, how many hoops they make you go through in order to that. But this is significant in that it was a deliberate change from requiring providers to like be licensed in their state to be able to like at least be on a registry instead of getting that full license. And it did not involve a compact. And this is actually for physicians here, if you're wondering. So that's the change that was made in 2 particular states. And it really was in response to what happened with COVID-19. So that's it for today's sort of snippet of policy information. Again, it was on licensure. If you want more information on other telehealth policy, please visit the CCHP website at cchpca.org. We also have a newsletter that you can subscribe to. And otherwise, I thank you and hope you have a great day and hope to see you again at another video.